Hi everyone, Simon Keeling here, weatherweb.net, Sunday the 28th of April. Thanks again for watching. Looks as if many areas are going to be dry during the coming week. Yeah, there'll be some bits and pieces of rain around, notably across Scotland and northern parts of Ireland, but I think two little bits and pieces, annoying bits and pieces of rain affecting southern coast of England, but many areas look as if they will be dry. We'll take a look in a second. But just to remind you, site to get free of charge by the adverts that you see around the screen here. By you coming back and using the adverts and using the site, it means we can keep it free of charge and keep these videos coming to you every single day. So thank you for supporting the site. Here's the 10-day mean then. It's the 7 to 10-day mean of the 500 millibar flow. And we've got the ECMWF on the left. We've got the GFS here on the right, and useful to just compare between the models. Notice the GFS has got this big area of blocking, look, all the way across to the north of Europe, right the way across into Russia, and also down the opposite direction into the States. But look at the ECMWF, it's got a ridge across the eastern states, deep trough splitting the block through the channel and the ridge over towards the east. So there is a discrepancy between the models. Now, which one do you go for? Well, ECMWF has got better resolution at this sort of middle range period, but it's not been performing particularly very well. The ensemble's been performing better, but difficult to choose between the two. At the moment we're leaning more towards the ensemble, but it's a very close thing. Now, as I said, it looks like there's plenty of dry weather on the way for much of the country. This is the 1 to 5 day totals of rainfall taking us through to the 3rd of May. So this is up to Friday. And you notice most places are seeing between about 2 and 5 millimetres here, but much more, look, across Scotland with 20 to 40 millimetres. Into the 6 to 10 day period, while most of us are between about 8 and 10 millimetres. And then from day 11 to day 15, taking us up to the 13th of May, we've typically got 2 to 5 millimetres further south, but again, look up here towards the northwest, we're about 7 to 10. But generally, as you can see, a drying set of conditions according to the GFS ensemble. So this is how it sees things then. This is the chart from midday today. Low pressure's up towards the north, high pressure here out in the Atlantic, look, and a westerly flow affecting many areas. Now, by tomorrow, the low pressure is forecast to be to the northeast of Shetland. We've got a cooler northeasterly flow. 1 or 2 showers affecting central and eastern parts of the country. Not very many here, though. Generally dry, with most of the rain affecting northern and western Scotland. Our high still out there towards the west, controlling things. Incidentally, look at the amount of rain here across Spain, southern France and northern parts of Italy. And then into Tuesday, our high still here, ridge of high pressure through the country. Mainly dry conditions across many areas with some sunny spells. Area of rain here, edging its way northwards through Central Europe. Light winds, though, for most of the UK. Then into the 1st of May, so this is Thursday, look, the rain ever closer, it's across France, but our high is doing its job, it's holding on. Low pressure is closer here towards northern Scotland, bringing some showers there, but for many, it's another dry day, the sunshine again, with only light winds. A bit of a change into the bank holiday weekend. High pressure is still here. This is Friday, look, and the high is through most of the country. However, got fronts bringing rain across Scotland, northern and western Ireland, and also some fronts bringing cloud and outbreaks of rain across East Anglia and the southeast. Now, most models are backing up this idea of some rain in the far southeast later on in the week, and it looks to be reasonable to me. I think most places, though, should stay generally dry with some sunny spells and just light winds again. Now on to Friday, and this is Friday the 3rd. Indications of a little area of low pressure just slipping into Scotland or northern England. Again, good agreement between the models this happens. So looks like an area of showery rain moving in there. Generally drier further south. The low has kind of become absorbed into high pressure, but it's still existent across the low countries on Saturday. But the high look forecast to build in. It brings dry weather to many, sunny spells too, light winds in the south, but breezier for northern Scotland. For Sunday, by then, the high slipped its way eastwards into the North Sea. And I think for many, it should be a dry day, good spells of sunshine. Although, again, look at the proximity of bits of rain to the south coast. We just need to watch that again. Could be a little bit of rain for northern Scotland too, but for most, it should be dry. By Monday, the high pressure is east of Scotland. Again, we're generally fair. But look, rain again, very close to the southern English coasts. Don't think there'll be much, but I think they're cloudy, damper days. Elsewhere, dry, good spells of sunshine and light winds. For Tuesday, still got high pressure in control, so generally dry with some sunny spells, although I think this area here is likely to see more cloud and some outbreaks of rain. On to Wednesday, high pressure again is dominant, but we do have a weak front that's lying through here. So again, more cloud, the chance of some spots of drizzle, and perhaps one or two showers across the Scottish Hills. But generally, emphasis is on dry weather with some spells of sunshine. And then the high shown is tending to retreat back into the Atlantic during the middle to the end part of the week. Here's the high look by the time we're getting into the 10th of May. So this is Friday the 10th. By then it's more of a ridge across the country with low pressure up towards the north, some showers for northern and western parts of Scotland, but again look at this northeasterly flow across the southeast, bringing some outbreaks of rain here. Now after that, the ensemble wants to keep the high to the west of Ireland. It does so into the 12th as well, look, with the high still being there. And even in the final chart here on the 13th, the high pressure is still there, but with more of a northwesterly flow. Now, what I think will tend to happen here is that actually the high is going to be further north. I think the high will settle in here. I think we'll find low pressure somewhere down here. And I think that we'll find a resulting northeasterly flow through the country, bringing some showers down the eastern coast into the middle part of May, with the west always seeing the best of the sunshine. So still getting dominated by high pressure for the northern 2/3 of the country, but this chance of rain still down to the south. So it's a pattern that's remained steady over the last few days. We'll still see what happens during the coming week. But for now, thanks again for watching weatherweb.net. Remember, we kept free of charge by the adverts you're seeing around the screen here, and by you coming back and using the site is what keeps us free of charge. So thank you for watching, and keep the sun shining. Bye for now.